See this manga. Can you believe it was created in just 10 minutes? It's true, and you can do the same without drawing skills, thanks to Dashtoon Studio. It's for creators who want to focus on storytelling while AI takes care of the artwork. Plus, you can sell your comics on the same platform. So, in this tutorial, I'll show you how Dashtoon Studio's AI tools can speed up the comic book creation process. You have to first go to its website and sign up for its free account. You'll get 500 free credits per month, which is enough to create 6 stories. Once you're logged in, you will find 3 options here. The first one says, create a story from a text prompt. This option is a quick way to generate a story within 1 click. You just need to enter a prompt and provide a perfect script for your comic. The second option is get started with a sample story, just to let you know how the platform works. And the third option says start writing a screenplay. For this demo, we'll use a prompt generated with ChatGPT to make a scene. We need to create a very detailed and engaging comic scene. And for that purpose, we have to train our AI pretty well with our prompts. And I'm about to show you exactly how to do this. Every good comic starts with a great scene, and to achieve that, we'll be working with key elements like the setting, characters, conflict, action, and either a cliffhanger or resolution. Here's the fillable prompt formula I recommend using for Dashtoon Studio to get the best results. I have also added this in the description below. Create a comic scene in 500 words for a romantic comedy comic with the theme of a stolen secret recipe. Now, let's break down the details you'll need to include. First of all, we want a visually interesting location that excites the reader in the story. Since this is a romantic comedy, the theme will be something like that. Check this prompt. See that? I have described a beautiful setting that can get your audience excited. Now let's talk about characters. In this scene, there are 2 key players, Mia and Alex. We have to describe them in a way that makes them stand out. For this purpose, we will refine our prompt further with. Here, I've included specific details to make these characters stand out. Mia is cheerful and hardworking, while Alex is charming and confident. Their different personalities create an interesting dynamic that makes them fun to follow in the comic. Next up is the conflict. What's driving this scene forward? In this case, we'll focus on Mia trying to protect her secret recipe. Mia's goal is to keep her secret recipe safe, which she believes will make her cafe the talk of the town. If Alex manages to charm her into revealing it, her dreams of culinary success could be jeopardized. Time is running out, and the stakes couldn't be higher. I've explained what's at stake. If Mia loses her recipe, her dreams could be ruined. This makes the story more exciting and keeps the readers interested. Now it's time for the action. This is where things heat up between Mia and Alex. Let's create an exciting interaction. Alex leans closer, flashing that winning smile. So, what's the secret ingredient that makes your pastries irresistible? Mia straightens her posture, a mix of confidence and nervousness. You think you can just waltz in here and charm it out of me? She retorts playfully, her heart racing. Not a chance. Alex chuckles, his charm unwavering. Come on, just a hint? I promise I won't tell anyone. He winks, leaning closer, while Mia tries to maintain her composure. You think your smooth talk will work on me? Nice try, but I know your type, she responds, crossing her arms defiantly. See how the dialogue and body movements create tension. You can feel Mia's determination and Alex's playful challenge. This kind of back and forth makes the scene exciting and fun to read. Finally, every great comic scene needs to end with either a cliffhanger or a resolution. For this scene, let's go with a cliffhanger to leave the readers on edge. Just as Alex's hand reaches for a cupcake, the cafe door swings open dramatically, causing a gust of wind that sends napkins flying everywhere. Mia and Alex both pause, caught off guard, their expressions shifting from playful tension to surprised laughter. This cliffhanger leaves readers wondering what will happen next. Will Mia reveal her recipe? Will Alex manage to charm her after all? It creates suspense and encourages readers to keep turning the page. Lastly, remember that the tone should be lighthearted and humorous. This scene is playful and flirty, so the dialogue, body language, and setting should reflect that. Make sure your tone is consistent throughout the scene for maximum impact. Now, copy and paste all the prompts that we have created on ChatGPT. Each prompt covers all the necessary details that are needed to create a very compelling story. Now press the Enter key and get your scene generated. See that? The sentence structure is looking much like a page from a basic romantic comedy novel. Copy the scene and paste it here on Dashtoon Studio. Now, click the Create Dashtoon button. Here, you will arrive at this style selection page. As you can see, there are multiples of styles to choose from. I love the Japanese manga style the most, and it's also popular globally, increasing the chance of your comic to be sold. To get this style, click here on this Anime Forge style option. The next thing that we now have to look into is the character management. Dashtoon will extract all the characters from the story we gave it to. Shortly, you will reach this page where you'll see the names, thumbnail, and a brief description for each of the characters. At this place, if you need to modify your character further, you can click on this Edit option. This will take you to the character details. Here, I like Mia's character mapping the way it is, but Alex's character is not suiting him, so I changed it by selecting through these Change Character options. Dashtoon Studio offers multiple characters' illustrations to choose from. Just like this, you can choose the one you like the most and matches the most with your character's description. Once you're done modifying your characters, you can click Next to proceed to the screenplay mode. This mode starts converting our story into comic panels. As you can see here, each of the panels includes scene descriptions, the characters involved, and dialogue from our story. Dashtoon also shows the preview of the panels on the right side as they're created. The process begins with a base image for each panel, which helps with composition. Then, the style you chose is applied, and the characters are placed into the scene. Each panel has a progress bar below it, showing what step the generation is on, what type of action is happening, and how long it'll take for the panel to be ready. When all panels are done, you'll have the first draft of your Dashtoon comic, which is an excellent starting point to continue building and refining your story. For example, I didn't like this panel much, and the AI messed up with the clothes of both characters. I didn't also have any dialogue, so I considered deleting this complex panel a better option. I also deleted the first panel as the scene setting here was not looking good to me. Now, to make the manga more detailed, I wanted to add a new panel, because a straight jump to dialogue is looking a bit odd. Just hover between any two panels and click the New Panel button. It asks for a description here now, which I am typing up. Mia decorating pastries while Alex is talking to her. Wide-angle shot. To add more details, I added another panel which made the scene better, as directly jumping to the shocked facial expression of both the characters was not making sense. Once you've made those changes, just hit Regenerate and voila! You'll see an updated image that fits your new description. When you're satisfied with how your draft looks and the story flows nicely, it's time to move on to the Dashtoon Studio Editor. This is where you can customize every little detail of your comic. That's because you might have noticed that the characters are not that consistent throughout the scene. I mean, they are consistent, but their clothing isn't. Like, take a look. In the first photo, the color of Alex's blazer is dark blue, but in the second one it's light blue. Similarly, the color of Mia's apron also changes throughout the scene. Also, the color of hair is different in this image. To refine that, we can edit our scenes through this Dashtoon Studio Editor feature. So first, to change the hair color of Mia, we need to select the Mask tool from the left toolbar. Use this tool to mask the area you want to edit, which is Mia's hair. Here, you can give the AI another prompt for the setting you would like to change. I am prompting here that Mia has pink-colored hair. You will see these character options here. Make sure to choose Mia's illustration to apply your new prompt. You can also change the expression which I want to be questioning. Once you're done prompting and selecting the character, you can click Generate. As you can see here, we have gotten the image details that we wanted within just a new prompt. Click this Accept button to fix this image in your comic panel. Once you're done with this step, you can review your other panels to see if they also need any facial edits like these. My characters do not need further refining, except for their outfits, so let's do that. Here, things have to become a little precise. Select the painting tool from the left toolbar and pick this default color picker. Here, I am picking the pink hair color Mia has in the first panel of the comic. Now outline and fill her hair with this color using the paint brushing tool. I have used 10 widths for the outline and 20 for the color inside. Now mask this area and prompt, make Mia's hair color this pink. Click the Generate button and you will see the results. See how perfect was that? Make sure that you color and outline very precisely here, otherwise it could result in an error. Repeat this with the apron. Pick the default color picker and select the pink color of the apron. Outline and paint the apron in the second panel, prompt and generate. By repeating the same process, I have matched the color of Mia's apron in all of these images. In this panel, I see that Mia is wearing a different black color inner, which is not matching any of the panels, so we can remove it by using Dashtoon's editing feature. Grab the Magic Erase tool from the left toolbar. Select the area you want to erase just like this. And then by matching Mia's skin color, we can paint the selected area. Mask it and then prompt that you want to remove the inner shirt. Click Generate and there we go. Now again, we need to apply this process to Alex. Sometimes he has a tie, sometimes he doesn't. We have to draw this and then paint a consistent color throughout all the panels. We also need to draw and paint his coats, which are brown or gray in most of the photos. To achieve this, it is recommended to first create an outline with black paint for smooth and natural detailing. Then, fill in the color and mask the areas to prompt your changes. Keep clicking the Accept button each time the image generates so that it fixes into the scene. Now, as you can see that we have made almost both of the characters' clothing quite similar throughout the scene. Next thing about the details is Mia's tie. It appears 2 times throughout the scene but looks pretty good, so I decided to draw it in each of the panels. Draw a tie roughly like this. Fill up the relevant brown color, mask it, and then prompt it. Basically, all the editing features of Dashtoon work in the same way. Just draw, mask, and prompt. Finally, now we are done creating the very first scene of our comic. We can publish it by clicking right here at the top right corner. Here, you can name your episode, which Dashtoon is already set to default for my scene. Brewing Chemistry. Here you can see all the info regarding the comic. You can fill up more of your personal details and finally hit the Publish button. Click Publish and it will process. This will upload your comic to the platform. And if you publish 3 episodes, you'll get 450 extra credits as a bonus. Now you can view it. You can also download Dashtoon mobile app to read this. Remember, each story you create uses 75 credits, so if you're on the free plan, you must manage your credits carefully. But with the Pro plan, you get 20,000 credits every month. Plus, you can even sell your manga on the platform, making the Pro plan a great option for creators. If you've any questions, comment them down below. And for a detailed tutorial to make music videos with AI, check out this video next.